Yes. So this is another Daksha story. Daksha has done many stories, and this is Daksha part 2. That's how I've heard my spiritual master describe. Daksha part 1 is who got beheaded and got a goat head. This is the next Daksha. But Daksha, by the word Daksha, it means one who is very dexterous. Dexterous in what? In creating progeny. Because that's his service. So his service is to take part in Lord Brahma's creation. So with a lot of efforts, he had created 10,000 sons who are called Haryashvas. And these Haryashvas were very, very wonderful personalities, very obedient to their father, very devotional to their heart, full of transcendental qualities. So on the order of their father, they all together went to Narayan Saras. This is the place where the river Sindhu meets Arabian Sea. And it's considered to be like a place which is so sanctifying to the consciousness that we're visiting there. Jai Shri Radha Madhavari ki jai, Sri Gaurnita ki jai, Srinath ki jai. So they all went there to perform austerities so that they can follow the instructions of their father, which is to create more progeny, future generations. So just by going there, just by being in that place, it just completely purified their consciousness. They became fully purified. And Narad Muni, as he is very good in reaching the place, reaching the right place at the right time, he reached that place and then he found these 10,000 sons of Daksha, Haryashvas, performing austerities there. So this is how he speaks to them. It's you have to pay very careful attention, okay? You can take note of 10 things that Narad Muni is going to express. So he says, Uvacha cha atha Haryashvas katham shakshyatha vai praja adrishvantam bhuvo yuyam balisha bata palka tatheka purusham rashtra dilam chadrishta nirgamam bahurupam striyam chapi pumamstam punschari patim nadim ubhayato vaham pancha bhutam griham kvachit dhamsam chitrakatham shaurakavyam swayam bhrami. Translations. The great sage Narada said, My dear Haryashvas, you have not seen the extremities of the earth. There is a kingdom where only one man lives, and where there is a hole from which, having entered, no one emerges. A woman there is extremely unchaste, adorns herself with various attractive dresses, and the man who lives there is her husband. In that kingdom, there is a river flowing in both directions, a wonderful home made of 35 materials, a swan that vibrates various sounds, and an automatically revolving object made of sharp razors and thunderbolts. You have not seen all this, and therefore you are inexperienced boys without advanced knowledge. How then will you create progeny? And then in the next verse, Katham वितुर आदेशम अविद्वां सो विपश्चितः अनुरूपम अविज्ञाय अहो सर्वम करिष्यति. Alas, your father is omniscient, but you do not know his actual order. Without knowing the actual purpose of your father, how will you create progeny? Just by hearing these words, the 10,000 sons of Daksha, Haryashvas, surrendered completely to Narada Muni. Surrendered their lives and became devotees, no more progeny. And then after that, Daksha became totally furious. Right? He was training his children so that he can assist him in the creation of progeny, and here Narada Muni came and he converted them into devotees. So he now created 10,000 more sons. They are called Shavadashvas. And Narada Muni approached them, and then they also went to the same place. I mean, following the order of their father, following the footsteps of their brother, performing austerities for creating progeny. Narada Muni approached, and then he again converted those 10,000 sons also. And Daksha became totally furious and angry, and now he cursed Narada. He said, like, I curse you for doing this to me. That you would not be able to stay in one place. Narada Muni gladly accepted that, and then he travels all around the world, all around the universes, and delivering fallen souls. So now I want to focus on, because the statements when we heard, did it seem like anybody felt like surrendering your entire life just by hearing these verses? At least I did not feel that way. So let's see what Narada Muni spoke. Okay? Said, Uvaja Chata Haryashvas. So first thing that he said, so the specific line that he spoke finally is, Katham Shakshyat Vaipraja. How are you going to create progeny? So for number one piece of the puzzle is, Adrishpantam Bhuvo Yuyam. That there is Bhuva, or this earth, Adrishpa, like you have not seen Anta. Anta means the end. You have not seen the end of this Bhuva, of this earth. Okay? That's the number one piece of the puzzle. There are 10 pieces of this puzzle, which like Haryashvas immediately like cracked and then became devotees. Then he said, Tathaiva Purusham Rashtra. Rashtra means what? A kingdom. Where Eka Purusham Rashtra. It means there is only one king who is presiding over that kingdom. Okay? That is the second clue. Third clue. Bilam cha drishtra nirgamam. Bilam means what? Whole. Adrishta means you cannot see. Nirgamam. Nirgamam means once one goes there, it's very difficult to come out. Like for example, this place is called what? This place is also called Durg. Durg because it is presided over by Durga. Durg means like it's very difficult to go from. Durgamana, that's where it is coming from. So Durga, therefore, is the person who is superintendent of this place, who is making sure we are all here, nicely protected. So a similar word is used here, which is Nirgamam. Nirgamam is very difficult to go from, very difficult to come out from. So that's the third clue, right? Fourth clue is Bahurupam Striyam Cha. There is a Stri, or there is a woman there who is wearing different dresses, Bahurupam, and coming in these different colorful dresses, different varieties of ornaments and showing different forms. And that Stri is basically a prostitute. Right? So the specific word that is used is Pumschari. So now that the fifth clue is this is the fourth clue, and then the fifth clue is